Now, going from someone who's a teenager to someone who's a young adult, it's taken a lot of transitioning, the irony of using the word transitioning. But I've had to like relearn a lot of my biases, I guess, in a sense, because like my childhood growing up is completely different to what my life is right now. And being accepting of people in the LGBT community is no different. It's something that I was so vehemently against just like 6 years ago. To be honest, being in my line of work, first being in retail, now being in security, you just kind of get used to it. You see it all the time, especially in the places I work at. And once you get punched in the arm long enough, you just don't feel the punch anymore. And that's pretty much my quote unquote disgust or whatever you want to call it for seeing that type of stuff. I don't care anymore. With me not caring has come, how do I put it? It comes with a sense of being nonchalant. Like, I don't really mind anymore. You do your thing. Because I realized that once I stopped being disgusted, I realized that I cared a lot less. Obviously, being disgusted is an emotion. You have an emotional reaction to it. Once the emotional reaction wasn't there, I realized I was being emotional and it actually doesn't matter. As long as people ain't trying to come onto me, I have no issue. But one thing I don't think I'll ever get over is people who are part of that community who make it their main aspect of their personality. Mainly because it's just cringe. Like really cringe. And someone who perfectly embodies this is the TikToker Fuzz99. Now, it's not because he's gay that I don't like him, it's because of this.
Why do I call myself gay if my pronouns are he, they, and I'm dating a girl? Well, not true.
Just that alone made me not like him. If I'm being real, his TikToks are always about the fact that he's gay, or the fact that he's part of this community. It just annoys me when people who are part of that community, that's all they talk about. Like, it annoys me just as much as a black guy who makes being black his entire personality. Like, it's just weird. I don't mind you leaning into it for bits or for skits or for jokes, or if you just lean onto your experience of being that, just as, I don't know whether it's a story time or even just for normal characteristics. But making it your entire personality, like me being black, if I made that my entire personality, not only would I be boring, I'd be cringe. And this is something I've tried to like voice in my videos. I've just done a really bad job at it. And I know that past me and even present me to some point would tap dance when it comes to this type of stuff, because the potential comments are just something I don't want to deal with. But the original point I always made, or felt like I wanted to make, was that we just don't feel part of your story, I guess. And how do I say that without feeling like I'm superior, bro? Like, I can't speak on the stuff that people part of that community have gone through. And I'm never one to say that, oh, what we've been through is worse or not as bad, or I'm not the judgment of character for that. But what I will say is that you should try and make other people who aren't part of that community at least feel included in a sense. And I only say that because how are we supposed to like relate to you if we don't know? Like, for me personally, right, I have a bunch of stories, right? And I know that if I tell them a certain way, there'll be, for example, maybe white people who can't relate to it, or maybe gay people who can't relate to it, like at all. But if I find a way to make them feel like they're included, then they can understand it more and they'll get where I'm coming from. And I'm not stupid. I know that gay people and lesbians, all these people in that community have gone through some form of oppression at some point in their lives. But your immediate response being to just like push everyone away, that just kind of reinforces the oppression that you'll get, because why would you not want us to at least understand what you're going through? Like, just saying it isn't enough, because we've seen that with black people, bro, just saying it. And you gotta sometimes show people what you're talking about. And most of the time when people make being gay their entire personality, or at least most of it, I find myself just tuning out more and more and more because I can't relate to it at all. And a perfect example of this is when I used to watch Minecraft videos. Now, a bunch of Minecraft YouTubers are part of that community. For whatever reason, I'm not even about to speculate, but they are. I found that the people I still kept on checking on regularly, or at least semi-regularly, were people whose sexuality didn't define their content. And believe me, there are a lot of Minecraft YouTubers that make their content based on their sexuality. I don't mind watching a gay content creator. I've been watching Tubbo for years. And that's mainly because being gay isn't his selling point. It's just him streaming and doing shit. That's really it. And if he decides to ever talk about stuff like that, I'll be all ears, because I know that isn't his content. He's just talking about it to maybe bring awareness or some bullshit. Same thing with Bad Linu, same shit. But someone who's constantly pushing it, letting everybody know everything is centered around this point, then I ain't gonna lie, I'm not trying to hear it as much. I'm gonna be real. Why are you forcing this down my throat, bro? Pause. I ain't trying to listen to that. And for all my straight niggas, for my football lovers, hey, let me give you lot an example just so you know where I'm coming from. Bro, imagine just getting force-fed Arsenal content. You get force-fed AFTV all the time, and you're a Tottenham fan. It's like, yo, I ain't trying to listen to this. And then the Arsenal fan TV, they start talking about Tottenham. They make a video dedicated to Tottenham. Like, nigga, I'm not trying to watch this. Fuck off. That's basically the same shit. That's what I feel like is happening. Because once you live in England or America or whatever long enough, you just become inclusive to the shit. You're like, it takes so much energy for me to care at this point. It's like, why would I? You know, I've already got too much shit to worry about. I'm not even trying to worry about next man's thing, innit, bro? I'm cool. But let me know what you think about this. Do you agree, disagree? I ain't gonna lie, I'm already in a shitty mood. So yeah, recording wasn't even in my list of things to do, but I want to get this done just so it's easier for me to edit tomorrow. But hope you enjoy, man. Take care.
I'm not a savior nor a saint. Told 30s and sticks with an open case. I try to behave when I know I can't. Sole purpose of this is to motivate. What's the ticket? Shit we can negotiate. Take a toke of the law while I pour the drink.